is at the Rocks Provincial Park in Hopewell Cape, about 65 miles up the Fundy coast, east of St. Martin's on Route 114. Granted, it's a little bit out of the way, but it's one of the best places to truly experience the full impact of the world's biggest tides in the Bay of Fundy. Come here at low tide, and you'd hardly believe that within a few hours, the sand will be covered in enough water to sink a 4-story building. The record for these giant tides is 48 feet, running in and out twice a day. But the rising of the tide offers little drama as it's actually happening. There are no roaring waves or splashing seas, and the people wandering the ocean floor right now are hardly in danger. The waters rise ever so slowly. If you stood and waited for the tide to come in, it would take a half an hour to rise to your waist. Yet in only 6 hours and 13 minutes, the rising tide will completely fill the Bay of Fundy, turning the green topknots of the Hopewell Rocks into tiny islands. You can see why the rocks are called flower pots, though people find many odd shapes and faces carved into the rocks by millions of years of erosion. Others are more interested in testing their rock climbing skills or walking through the caves that offer shelter for schools of fish when the tide is in. Come back 6 hours later, and you would hardly believe that fish are now swimming over the place you were walking not too long ago. Those 40-foot flower pots are now tiny islands, thanks to the 100 billion tons of water that have poured into the Bay of Fundy. It's one of those things that's hard to believe, even when you see it for yourself. At high tide, a number of local outfitters offer 1 or 2 hour guided kayak tours around the tops of the flower pots. And whether alone or in tandem, you're sure to enjoy the new point of view.